Planet Dolan. From witchcraft paraphernalia to X-rated board games, we'll look at 8 of the strangest things people have found inside walls. How's it going? I'm Danger Dolan. I'm here to decipher some random things I found on the internet the other day that I think you might be interested in.
Number 8.
In 1850 Paris, a couple made a grim discovery when they came across a mummified baby in the wall of their apartment. The Parisian couple were renovating their flat when they came upon their morbid house guest. Police quickly charged the pair with murder. Luckily, the charges against them were dropped shortly after a physician determined that the body had been in the wall for quite longer than the couple, which would have been extremely evident by looking at how decomposed the infant was. But that's not how police work. They just arrest people. They don't have to make judgment calls. The landmark case was the first instance of forensic investigation using insects to determine a timeline for a person's death. Despite the cops' eagerness to solve the crime, they were never able to figure out whose baby it was entombed in the wall. Evidently someone who just couldn't bear to change a nappy one more time. Alright, sorry, that was mean.
Number 7.
In 2009, an Idaho family thought they'd found their dream home. But it took them quite a while to find out their house was completely filled with snakes. At first they saw a few snakes in their backyard, which wasn't so bad. The panic set in when they heard the snakes slithering in the walls in the dead of night. Then they found an odd onion taste in their water, which they later found out was tainted with snake feces. That's right, they'd been drinking liters of snake shit. Must have tasted almost as bad as Mountain Dew. The family shortly abandoned the snake harem and declared bankruptcy. They lasted 3 months in the snake den.
Number 6.
In Lancashire, England, construction crews were shocked to find a mummified cat inside the wall of an ancient cottage. It was put there by witches trying to ward away evil spirits. Anthropologists think the cottage was a notorious meeting place for the Pendle witches in the 17th and 18th centuries. It was around this part of Lancashire that the Pendle witch trials were held more than 400 years ago. They're pretty sure the poor cat was alive when he was entombed by the magic users. There's nothing magical about being dead. There's no cat food in hell.
Number 5.
In the 1500s, someone hired Leonardo da Vinci to paint a mural of the Battle of Angari. It was thought lost for a long time, but turns out it was hidden inside a wall. Later on, when they hired someone to paint over it, the painter couldn't bring himself to. So the artist inserted a false wall in front of Da Vinci's painting and painted in front of it. It wasn't until a decade ago that art experts found the painting was still there. Unfortunately, the conflicting parties couldn't figure out what to do next, because they don't want to risk wrecking their artwork in front of it. So it seems the painting will have to go unappreciated for a few more years.
Number 4.
During an archaeological dig in Nottinghamshire, England, a witch bottle was discovered in the wall of a building filled with hair, nail clippings, also some lovely urine. They were hidden near the entryway of houses to ward off evil spirits, spells, and people with malicious intent. Archaeologists suspect the bottle was concealed in the building's walls sometime in the early 1700s. It seems there was a lot of superstitions around this time, but I guess good luck charms couldn't hurt in the time before disinfectant and antibiotics. Not unless it was a charm filled with someone else's diseased urine. As delicious as that sounds.
Number 3.
One man found more than he bargained for upon discovering a secret crawl space in a wall of his building, which led to him discovering the most controversially secret VHS tapes ever. The crawl space was soundproofed and had plastic tarp over some of the walls. At the end of the small room was a safe with a briefcase inside of it. The briefcase had envelopes filled with money from around the globe, silver and men's jewelry, but there were also a series of VHS-C tapes. There was also a scrawled note saying, "Save yourself," in a type of creepy dripping ink. When the finder posted pictures of his grim find online, police asked him to take the content down because it was related to an ongoing investigation. Unfortunately, we never found out the contents of the tape, and everyone involved in the investigation was creepily silenced.
Number 2.
In Ohio, a contractor named Bob Kitts made a startling find of $182,000 in Depression-era money inside the wall of the house he was working on. He then told the owner of the house about his marvelous find. When the owner offered him a 10% finder's fee, he declined. He wanted 40%. Unable to find an acceptable amount, the pair went to court. The court case, however, garnered a bit of attention. This attention included the descendants of the rich guy that hid the cash back in the 30s. So after all that, Bob only got to keep a couple thousand of the almost 200 thou. Don't you just love it when people squabble over money only to lose it all because they're selfish cockheads?
Number 1.
A homeowner in California was shocked when he was ripping up carpet. Yeah, I know, it's not a wall, herp derp. And he found a giant Monopoly board painted onto the floorboards. But it wasn't just your run-of-the-mill Monopoly. This was strip Monopoly. It had the typical pass go and go to jail squares, but it also had the silhouettes of naked women. Unfortunately, his ex-wife insisted they paint over the life-size game before he could figure out how to play. They divorced because she hates fun, and she likely would have painted over Da Vinci's mural. Do not pass go. Do collect your bag of go fuck yourself. That's it for this countdown, and have a good one.
Pharmaceutical company Pfizer discovered the pill while testing out a medication for high blood pressure called UK92480. The medication was useless for treating high blood pressure, but test subjects noticed a different kind of pressure going on. I'm talking about erections in their pee.